to scenario changes, and until they will not be able to accustom to it, they will not be able to do justice to those local students. So transfers are banned across the nation. Vocational education. This is what I told. You know, already we have seen MIT and Stanford, Oxford, all these three, they bag 1, 2, 3 positions across the top universities. It is there available in YouTube also. What I am going to tell now, you can verify. I don't want to name the university now. One of such famous university is organizing its graduation day, convocation day. Okay. In America, the branches, that means the programs are not like, unlike in engineering, India, electrical engineering, no. Electrical engineering and computer science. Multidisciplinary is already there. Almost our NEP is adopting Western thing into our system. In UPES, UPES, Dehradun, what is that university? Petroleum University, Dehradun. They have a course on law with computer. International law with the computers. One course is there. Because they expect the lawyer also should possess the knowledge of computers and computing, otherwise they cannot catch the, what is that called, legal and illegal things happen in the, through this internet based ethical things. So hacking, etc. If they want to debate on that, they should also have the knowledge. So they introduced that course long ago. So in the graduation day, electrical and computer engineering graduates have received their degrees. Mechanical and computer engineering have received their material science and computing engineering. Mechanical and material science. Like that, almost everybody has received doctoral degrees, including electrical and computing engineering. So a group of reporters went to the graduates on that day when they are celebrating. They are throwing their hats into air, jumping, taking photographs. So they approached one group, one student. Very simple, with one DC bulb, small DC bulb. Have you seen? Series bulb, one DC bulb, 2 cells, dry cells, batteries, 3-volt batteries, 2 wires. Both ends leads are open. So they gave these 2 batteries, 2 lead wires and 1 DC bulb. Asked them to show how to make the bulb to glow using these batteries and wires. Now all of you able to understand? Miserably, 90% of the graduates have failed. What does it mean? No practical experience. Only theory, that's all. It should not happen. That is why vocational education, many electrical engineers, even mechanical engineers, even today they don't know how to exactly identify the defect in tube light. Luckily, those old tube lights are now replaced with electronic chokes. When something happens, throw it off and buy a new one and fix it. Easy. Detecting the problem in the old tube light, the choke, starter, many electrical engineers cannot be able to do because they were not trained in that. It is not their fault. It is the fault in the system of learning. Society expects it or not. When I claim I am a mechanical engineer, my father says, hey, this fridge is some problem, you look into it and tell me what is the problem. They expect it. And when the pump is not working, hydraulic pump, water pump, my father will call me, this is not working, so you look into it. They expect it from being a mechanical engineer. We have to live to the expectation of society. Means at the time of teaching things, at the time of learning itself, you should orient your students in that direction. So vocational education. Today when you want to get a plumber or electrician or a carpenter, you have to make 1,000 calls. Hardly one time you will lift the call and attend, otherwise no. Even if you are ready to pay 1,000 rupees per day, They are not coming because shortage. In the age group of 19 to 25, in India, less than 2.5% are having skilled vocational training like crafts, plumbing, electrician, carpentry, etc. How much percentage I said?
2%.
Less than 2%. In America, you know what is the percentage? In the age group below 25? Can you guess? 50%. See the difference. That is why in America there is no death. Just make a call. Immediately he will come by a car, repair and go. The only thing is you have to pay for him minimum $20 per hour. 4 hours order you have to give. That's all. If it is a plumbing, he will charge $100. Whatever repair is there, he will do it. Any place replacement is there, that cost extra he will take. In Japan, in China it is 70%. Surprisingly in Korea it is 94%. Those who have undergone vocational training, that means they are having skill in any one area, like plumbing or electrical or carpentry or gardening or arts, painting, whatever it may be. It is a skill oriented. 90% above are skill oriented in Korea. See, in India it is less than 2.5%. That is why more emphasis is given for vocational education in this NEP 2020. Okay? And why? Because in India, vocational education is considered as inferior to mainstream education. Mechanic means, no. I don't want my son to be a mechanic. But let him be mechanical engineer without any knowledge having on repairing a simple machine. Roadside mechanic will repair the scooter, but you cannot do it, being a mechanic. Is it not shameful?
Yes, we don't know how to do that.
That is what they say.
Yes.
You should learn. You should learn. That is what is going to be in the course curriculum next year onwards. Vocational training. Anyone, it is of your choice. And that vocational course is made compulsory. One of the learning outcome in National Higher Education Quality Framework, NHEQF, I told you. That document you open and study. They are going to test at the time of award of degree whether you got one vocational certification or not. Formal vocational certification is essential. Otherwise, we will continue to be less than 2.5. We will continue making phone calls to carpenter and then plumber for getting the things repaired. Never it happens. Anyhow, okay. So by 2025, they expect at least 50% of learners to have exposure to vocational education. Right now, what is the percentage?
2.5.
Is it possible? No. Anyhow, they initiated it in 2020. Now they will postpone it to 2005. No, again these are statistics, 2.5%, what I said, America 50%. Again it is also from NEP 2020 document only. I am not claiming it. It is there directly from. And it is another area, research and innovation, very poor. And all unethical practices we are doing, sorry to say, unofficially, for this research and innovation in India. I will share one simple thing, and the ethics we will share that when I open it. So India's education system has often lacked a culture of research and innovation. India's higher education system has faced issues related to quality and research output. Abdul Kalam sir also pointed out. He said openly, I am very unhappy with IISc and IIT's research outcome. Have you read that statement? When he was alive, he made a damaging statement. After that only, slowly they have started doing things. So, in paper publications, we are in top 3, but not in citations, but not in patents, but not in innovation. only in paper publications, next to China and America. But anyhow. So, to become a leader, India requires expansion of research capabilities and outputs. NIRF ranking, all of you are aware? National Institutional Ranking Framework. Top 50 universities in the NIRF rank. Carefully listen. Top 50 universities in NIRF ranking are not in the top 50 top research universities. Not even at 15 of them. You understand? NIRF categorizes top universities. And similarly, they also categorize top research universities. They release every year top 50 research universities. Out of these top 50 research universities, only 15 are from the top 50. Remaining 35 nowhere there. That means the sole purpose of establishing university is lost. No, university is not only for teaching. That is why NEP again says, if you are not interested in research, you identify yourself only as a teaching university. If you are interested only in research, not interested in teaching, you identify yourself as a research university. If you are interested in both, teaching and research university, 3 categories they are permitted. And very soon, accreditation process also starts based on that. NAAC accreditation, based on whether you want to be accredited as a teaching university, whether you want to be accredited as a research university, whether you want to be accredited as a teaching and research university, they are planning now. From January 2024 it is going to come. And accreditation as will have no grading, either accredited or not accredited. That's so therefore, research and this is another important issue. Government insists, please.
Why different accreditations, sir?
Because parameters will change. See, when you want to proclaim yourself as a research intensive university, you don't gain any point under teaching, correct? Why? Unnecessarily teaching quotient should be given. So, you are graded as a research university, and the research university you got good grade. As a teaching university you got good grade. As a both teaching and research, with different levels. Unnecessarily one parameter for others will affect. Sir, you are trying to ask something?
No, sir.
See, this is another important thing. Research and innovation investment in India is 0.69% of GDP. Only 0.69%. Israel has got around 5% of its GDP for research. Israel. And America around 3% of its GDP. And ours is less than 1%, 0.69%. I don't remember exactly. Last time the finance minister, Smita Irani, she has declared some amount to for the purpose of research. She has granted some 50,000 rupees or so. I don't remember exactly that figure. And there was large hue and cry about that sanction. 50,000, even it will not be sufficient for overheads. How a person can do research with that? All government institutions, research organizations, they have raised hue and cry about that a lot. Per project she has sanctioned around 50,000. So that is the state. I don't know. Okay. Innovation in sciences and social science is extremely important. This is also because most of our focus is only in technology. All research fund granting organizations are Department of Science and Technology, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Naval Science and Technology Limited, NSTL, or UGC, of course, AICTE, of course. Okay. Most of them are related to technology only, but not in social sciences and science, very less. So therefore, emphasis should be given to this, and for that purpose, National Research Foundation, an organization they have proposed, which will take care of these UGC, DST, IRI, CSIR, NSTL, DBT, ICAR and AICTE, all these will be eradicated, no one will be granting funds. Ultimately, NIF only will be given the authority to sanction. Anyhow, that will be again under the control of government. Mostly government institutes will get the grant. So, purpose of NRF is to promote high quality research. And again, professional education should be a part of higher education system. Agricultural education, legal education, everything need to be encouraged. Medical, diagnostic, surgical and emergency. All medical students should possess these three qualities, four qualities. And again, artificial intelligence, etc. Adult education is also important. And technology we need to integrate in the modern education system. Then only we can call it as a modern education. So, then blended learning and e-learning platforms where the requirement is for high-speed internet, computers, laptops, tablets. These devices are important. Learning management system all institutions must possess. And digital content you have to develop. Collaboration tools you must possess. Multimedia resources, security measures. And then online digital education. What are how the policy frames and what are the key initiatives that institutions have to take to implement these online and digital education are all listed. Multiple exit and re-entry options in the structure 5+3+3+4. I think all of you are aware it. That 4 is the BTech degree. First 3 is 9, 10, 11, 12. And the first 3 is 6, 7, 8. And 5th is up to 5th standard. So they have specified the age limit, etc. At any point of time you can break it and again you can rejoin the course. Multiple exit and multiple entries. So these are all the disparities in accessing to education. That's all. So what we have to do ultimately for implementing this modern education system in India is introducing vocational courses, introducing informal learning, work in lieu of courses. How many of you heard? Instead of attending a course on machine design in the classroom, attending an examination, instead of that I will go to an industry, work in design department for 6 months, get a certificate from there and I have to get credits for it. That is called work in lieu of course, permitted under NEP. Anyway, policy for internships, benchmark your own curricula, pedagogies, assessment, research with best in the country and globally, reform your curriculum, curriculum design with Indian languages, arts, craft, literature, music and philosophy, they all must include. Engage deeply with industry and practitioners, keep academic bank of credits, develop MOOC content, choice-based credit system, transformation to multidisciplinary liberal arts university, 2 degrees simultaneously you can do. Have you heard this? It is also going to be course. At a time you can do 2 degrees, one part-time, one full-time. If allowed, you can do both full-time also, no issue. Allowed. That means if you have classwork after 9, some universities operate up to 9 o'clock in the night. So simultaneously you can do 2 degrees.
Sir, in the NEP 2023, while you are studying, while you are in a working place, full-time PhD is there. Full-time PhD
You can do it.
working with the organization.
They are doing. Many universities are promoting. If you go to any deemed university, there are so many. But they call you as research fellowship with teaching load, unofficial. You are treated as a research fellow with a teaching load, unofficially, but you will be getting your salary. Understood?
It's there in the NEP 20.
Specifically not mentioned, but not necessary. So that's all. So time is not there, so let us not go to the question part. I will try. Now I will open the next presentation and finish it. Afterwards, So you go to the, this won't take much time because already you have enough exposure to artificial intelligence, correct? Number of sessions have happened. Only I am going to touch at the most is already 12:47. The ethical part in it, with a brief introduction on AI. This is not working. So what is AI? All of you know, it is like new electricity. Can anybody explain what is that statement? AI is like new electricity. Why?
Yes, sure.
How is it? How is it? Can anybody substantiate that AI is new electricity?
New electricity masking.
No, well, electricity, first time Edison has invented electricity, bulb, etc. People have not used it so much. Slowly they have accustomed to it. And finally, it became so essential in our life. Without that, we cannot live even 1 second. Correct? AI is also going to be like that in future. That is why they said AI is new electricity. You understand? Okay. The industrial revolution, already we have discussed. First one is mechanization with steam engine, then electrification, then automation, robotics, mechatronics, etc., digitization, and now it is personalization. Digitization, machines will do work. In personalization, machines will do work according to the person's requirement using this artificial intelligence. Sensor, it will sense. Recently I have seen a video, a company has made a doll, a puppy doll. It will respond to our feelings. It will catch up our feelings and accordingly it will respond. If you hand over it to a child, to suit the psychology of child, it will respond. If you are holding in your hand, according to you, it will respond. So it studies the face or age and then accordingly it will respond. So that is personalization. Deep learning, artificial neural networks, facial recognition, automatic tasks, data ingestion, cloud computing, quantum computing, chatbots are features of. Applications of AI are unlimited, whether healthcare, automobile, finance, surveillance, social media, entertainment, education, space exploration, gaming, robotics, agriculture, e-commerce, they are all fields it is covering. We will take one or two. In the healthcare, diagnosis of disease, AI plays a role. Medical image diagnosis, drug discovery, personalized medicine. Already one hospital in Hyderabad is implementing personalized medicine. AIG, Asian Institute of Gastroenterology, very famous hospital in Hyderabad, where famous actor Chiranjeevi, Balakrishna and one more, Nagarjuna. They are frequent visitors to this. They are preparing medicines personalizedly for that, for their body, for their DNA and giving to them. They are implementing it. Medical robots, electronic health records, clinical trials and outbreak prediction like pandemics, etc. In the manufacturing, supply chain optimization, predictive maintenance, industrial and collaborative robotics, and product development and in energy management. In automotive industry, again supply chain, design and manufacturing, quality control, passenger experience, driver assistance, automotive insurance, all these fields. In education sector, coming to ours, AI-based tutoring systems, personalized learning, translating languages one to the other. That is why before this AI, NEP 2020 already focusing on multi-linguistic methods. One institute in Hyderabad, I think CVIT, I am not sure, has got permission to run engineering course in Telugu language from this academic year. They got permission. Multilingualism is allowed. Then real-time assessments, voice assistance, personalized communication, smart content, collaborative learning. Already all of them apps are there, softwares are there to support this. So around 47% of learning management products will have AI capabilities in the next 3 years in the e-learning industry. AI in education for schools has its various benefits like personalization, deep involvement, the ability to detect weakness and educate accordingly with 24/7 availability and many more. Of course, technology is there. What are the different tools in AI education? Adaptive learning platforms, tailor-made lessons to individual students adapting to their pace, Duolingo and Embai. You can browse it in the net, you will get it. Chatbots, Mondly, Socratic, instant support they will provide, answer to your queries 24/7, enhancing accessibility and reducing the workload on educators. Virtual tutors, Tute.ai, Vatic AI, they offer personalized guidance, more interactive and effective learning environment, especially in subjects where individual attention is crucial. Analyze student data to identify strength and weakness, enabling educators to tailor teaching strategies and interventions. AI grading systems, automotive grading, saving educator time and providing quick feedback to students. Project Easy Grade, Tech and Intelmetry, these are available. Content creation tools, ChatGPT, Holy Writer AI, these two. Most of them are available free. And if you want to go for higher version like AI 4.0, you have to pay. 3.5 freely available. I think all of you are exposed, correct?
Yesterday.
Yeah. So how is artificial intelligence helping in the education sector? GradeScope, educational tool for grading. Nuances, Dragon speech recognition powered by AI. Ivy chatbot, Nosy, Cognil, Plato, Perium, Century Tech, Carnegie's learning platform, Newton Salta, all these are different artificial intelligence tools helping the education sector. Quillbot, this is another one, a handy browser like Grammarly. You can change the sentences, you can correct your sentences, and all these are available. And you can organize digital examination system, online examination using this AI will be more accurate, secure, cost efficient, time efficient with quick results. So with all these advantages, if you compare higher education, intermediate education and corporate training with 2017 level to 2024 level, you can see the market share of AI going to be very huge when compared to 2017 in all these three sectors. What are the benefits of this AI for students? Monitor and analyze student progress in real time, saves time and improves efficiency, convenient and improved student-teacher interaction, simplifying administrative tasks for teacher as well as student, more personalized learning experience you will get. ChatGPT or OpenAI features, all of you are familiar. And these are the challenges right now in front of AI in education. Only we have 25% of clarity on strategy of AI. 75% still lack of clear strategy. When it comes to talent, using AI in sets of work, we only have 39%. Still there is a gap of 61%. Resourcing of AI in education sector is only 34% right now. Still there is a gap of 66%. Available data to incorporate AI in education is only 30%. 70% data is still unavailable. Technology infrastructure to support AI is only 21% right now. Still there is a gap of 79%. Leader ownership of and commitment to AI is only 6%. 94% of our people are not committed to use this AI till today. So how can AI tools help in education system? Already I told you. Last one is ethical consideration. So if you can answer all these questions, they will address the relevance of AI for educational practices. For example, do we need fewer classrooms because of AI? That answer, if you can answer that question, it will address the relevance of AI for our education. So, when you take up different tasks related to education, for example, adopt teaching methods and instructional materials to meet students' varying needs and interests, AI impact is very high. Similarly, while preparing material and classroom for classroom activities, say sixth item, that task if you take, the AI impact is medium on that. So like that, each one is categorized, whether the impact of AI in each and every task related to education is at low level or medium level or high level. And what are the skill clusters and probability of disruption in their occupation. AI is known as disruptive technology. I know all of you know that, right? AI is known as, it comes under disruptive technology. Why? Have you heard the word disruptive technology? No? AI comes under disruptive technology because it kills the opportunities for human beings. So it is a disruptive technology. That is why National Education Policy, last few chapters, few pages were focused on ethical issues of AI and how to overcome that disruptive technology development. That is why changing skill set, you should know, listen carefully, I told you already, students must be taught or to learn how to learn. I told you, no? All students must be taught to learn how to learn. Similarly, with the advent of these disruptive technologies like AI, NEP proposes students must be taught to learn and de-learn. One skill they learn today, and next time when the technology improves, they de-learn it, go to the next one. That is also important in this. So when it comes to these ethical considerations, you see, a person does not exist .com is there. It has created 6 faces using other people's facial features. Actually, these 6 people, really, they are not existing in anywhere in the world. So this is again, each time you refresh the site, the network will generate a new facial image from the scratch. So preparation of ID cards, etc., can take place. Pictures. So these are all ethical considerations in AI. This Obama video, have you seen it?
I visited with families of many of the victims on Thursday.
Original video for input sheet and the result.
To demonstrate the power of
You cannot differentiate between original and duplicate. See,
target videos. Note that all photos
including features, everything is same. This is created.
Families refinance their homes to invest in things like gay, bisexual, or transgender. I visited.
and is included.
The actual answers given by him are different, framed are different.
One of the skills that I would
President Obama speaking in
focus on the father.
And there is one more video I will show you. That is with the recent Gaza and Israel strike. Where is it? Yeah, this one.
Українці, шановні захисники,
This is actually created one. Happened last time, last month.
я змушений приймати складні рішення.
Lay down your arms and surrender to Russia.
Спочатку я вирішив
Actually, this is a fake video. There is no difference between original and
глянути правді у
fake.
вічі. На вишку
It is the again because of
стало тільки гірше.
AI technology only. So these are all ethical issues
Те саме.
happening.
І українці, шановні захисники, бути президентом саме.
Yeah. So these are our guidelines for effective. These are the 7 AI ethical issues, biggest challenges when you are implementing the artificial intelligence. One is biased nature, because in the process of data analytics, using AI, you can showcase that an inferior one as a superior one. Nobody can detect it unless they go deep into the data. There is a biased one. Many ethical issues, law, etc. problem. Privacy will not be there. Because of this AI, already with mobiles there is a social isolation. Once AI comes in, more of social isolation. Employment becomes a question mark. It is a disruptive technology. Inequality, those who are able to access AI and not able to access AI will have large difference, parity among them. More health issues also will come because of this. So, ethical considerations are fundamental for responsible AI integration education. Balancing the role of AI with human teachers to maintain ethical teaching practices and nurture emotional intelligence. Establishing transparent AI systems and holding responsible parties accountable for decisions made by AI in educational settings. Understanding and mitigating broader societal impacts of AI integration in education, such as workforce changes and societal inequalities. So these are all the issues under AI. So again, some more recommendations about it. Thank you. Recently, I will tell you, using this AI, I have received a complaint from a journal editor. That complaint is forwarded to me because I am also a reviewer of that journal. One candidate, one author has submitted 4 papers from the same system, one system, with same ID. It was caught by AI and questions were raised on it. How is it possible? You understand? Only one person has submitted 4 papers with different corresponding author names from the same system. It caught based on the IP address of the system and then sent the mails. They are using AI tool for it. Because the general ethical practice is corresponding author or any other author should not disclose his mail ID and password to others. Without that, it is not possible for that person to submit 4 papers from the same system, those who are located, different authors located at different places. Hence, they have disqualified that. 4 papers they have disqualified. And they have questioned, that is forwarded. How is it possible? Yeah, it's caught. So there are positive aspects and negative aspects with AI. And not only that, if you quote more than 5 references of your own papers, maybe your first author, or second author, or corresponding author, in any one publication, AI can immediately catch and it will report. It is also again an unethical practice. It will immediately catch. Of course, plagiarism, it is different. And this type of cross citations, self citations, unethical way of trying to improve the citations, everything is now being under the watch of artificial intelligence, and it is taking care. So both those who are familiar with AI they can misuse it, and they can use it for the welfare of humankind and mankind. So when you are implementing national education policy 2020 with modern education, etc., keeping aside the ethical aspects of AI, how best we can use this AI for multilingualism, online education, multidisciplinary approach, tutoring, personalized education. These are all part of we have seen in modern education or not? All of them are possible only when you have a technology like AI. Otherwise, using teachers in the classroom is very difficult. One-to-one personalized coaching we cannot provide. MIT, Stanford, Carnegie Mellon University, MIT. What is the teacher-student ratio? Can you expect? 1:4. 4. For 4 students, 1 teacher. Is it possible in India? Not possible. So we have to use these tools here for personalized teaching, tutoring, multilinguistics, because those who are coming from underprivileged society, they may not be able to understand English. So if you have an AI tool, it will translate, chatbot, in their own language, mother tongue, it will teach. So how best you can use this AI tool in modern education, you have to think and incorporate. That's how you have to push forward the entire country to the next level. So you are all having, through this workshop, you have the exposure to artificial intelligence, tools of artificial intelligence. And how to write course outcomes, I have done it using AI. You have that, correct? But now what is required you should know. Huh? So that is what he has introduced to this national education policy, one topic today. So now you understand where you have to use that AI, in what way you have to use. Modern education, when you want to implement in India with all these aspects of holistic education, equity, inclusivity, multidisciplinary, multilingualism, vocational, personalized. Now you try to use your AI knowledge for implementing this NEP 2020 in a modern education, bringing out that modern education into classroom. Understand? Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can raise. Otherwise, we'll stop here. Thanks for listening. Already 1:07. సుందర్ కుమార్ గారు ఒక పని చేస్తాను, మారినవి అంటే మార్చాను కొంచెం అవి అవి డెస్క్టాప్ మీద పెడతా అవి ఇవ్వండి.